The people at the base see themselves as victims and casualties in life and business, waiting for whatever it is that oppresses them to pass on by and leave them alone. And that's how they talk most of the time. And there are many things oppressing them. Well, like what? Name one. Kevin Rudd. Knew he wanted to be Prime Minister one day. I was just hoping he would be for one day. And then there was John Howard. How could anyone that small be a Prime Minister? Had a full-length photograph of himself in his passport. Think his family tree's a bonsai. I give up. Don't know why they just didn't call him the Prime Minister and get it all over and done with. Yeah, well, we've heard all that. Now tell me, how's business? Having to work very hard at the moment. What do you normally do? Then we come to the people in the middle, and the people in the middle generate only average results. Why? Because they're average people, that's why. So the big question for me has always been, how come so few do so well? Well, the principal reason is that they recognize that there are two gaps in business. They only recognize one. Here's the first gap in business. The first gap concerns access to product. Who do you know that can't buy product or services? They're everywhere. There's no shortage of products and services. So this gap is absolutely full to overflowing. It's where you find customers. Definition of the word customer, buyer. It's where customers will tell you what you want, what they want, if you're lucky. It's all about what they do today, what they've done in the past, and so forth. So in this area, we must be courteous and competitive and listen. But don't sell in this gap. It is suicidal to sell in this gap. Nobody needs more products. Then we have the second gap. The second gap is not concerned with access, it's concerned with success with product. This gap has hardly been developed at all. It's a massive area of opportunity. This is where you find people. This is the customers, our people. They do not go home at night to customer land. And therefore, the rule is always treat customers as people, never treat people as customers. By all means, listen to what is wanted from the customer, but find out what the person needs. And this area is not about today and the past, it's all about the future starting tomorrow. So in this area, we listen, in this area, we lead. Here we are courteous and competitive, in this area, we are creative and constructive. And by the way, just to give you an example of all this, a product called superannuation, everyone's got it, hardly anyone has an appropriate amount. The second gap has been neglected. We're used to selling product, we're not used to selling success. So I'm going to give you one example of this, and then I'll get out of your way. This example happened in our family some time ago, and this example shows what happens if you give good service but do not go to the second gap. Our daughter was getting engaged. This was about 12 years ago. The young man that she was getting engaged to and has since married is African American. He came to Australia to play basketball. He was recruited from the American college basketball circuit. He played for Portland. He is somewhat typical of the African American basketball player. He's quite tall. He's got the shaved head, which is interesting, I think. Oh, well, when the black guys shave the head, the girls go, When the white guys do it, they say, are you sick? Sorry. He's got the talk. Yo. Pardon? Yo, bro. Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? Yo, what up? What's going down? Yo, what's happening? What's happening? I gotta know, what's happening? And I said to him, how come you never know what's happening? Because he never knows. And he's also got the walk. Don't tell me you haven't seen the walk. They've all got the same walk. When I first met him, in the context of him getting engaged to my daughter, meeting my daughter and what have you, he came to see me and he said, sir, because that's what he calls me, sir, there is a question I feel I must ask of you. I said, yes, what is it? He said, do you have a problem with me being black? I said, why? Can you change it? What kind of a question is that to ask of me? Do you have a problem with me being white? I said, no, don't be silly. Tell me, what is your name? He said, my name is Delmas Green. I said, well, I don't mind you being black, but you have to have a colored name as well? So they're getting engaged. We've got 60 people coming to the party, including 20 brothers. All night long, guys, 6'8", were walking up to me. Yo, double yo. You must be Mr. Lees. As a matter of fact, I am. What's happening? What am I, an information desk? So my wife and I put together a lengthy list of items that we needed from the liquor store, and when I got there, as the customer, the service began. Young guy came out, pleasant young man. Can I help you? I said, yes, tomorrow night we have an engagement party for our daughter. We've got 60 people coming to the party. At some stage I would need your help because I've got a long list of items to get. He said, let me have a look at the list. I showed him the list. He said, well, I can read this. Go and do your shopping or take phone calls, whatever you've got to do, and I'll have all this ready for you in half an hour. Excellent service. When I got back, he said, are you in the car park? I said, yes. He said, simply come round the back of the building. I've organized for 2 of our guys to put the stuff in the car. Terrific service. I then went home. The following night, we had the party. I was the host of the party, going up to some of the guys. Can I get you a drink? Yes, I'll have a Guinness. I didn't get Guinness. Why didn't I get Guinness? I don't drink Guinness. Never even occurred to me. But people are nice at parties, aren't they? They'll always have something else. But it makes you feel bad not to give your guests what they want. Then I was going up to young people. Can I get you anything? Yeah, I'll have a Sub-Zero, please. No, I mean a drink. Is that a drug? Is it? I had never even heard of it. You say you're a bit thick, are you? Apparently I am, yes. And I'm proud of it too, by the way. Meaning what? I'm only trying to be smart on what I sell, not on what other people sell. And I guarantee your customers feel the same. But I can think of someone who should have thought of this back in the liquor store. Now, all he had to do, I told him we were having an engagement party. This is all he had to do. Lest anyone here thinks it takes an eternity to go from here to here. It doesn't. This is all he had to do. Mr. Lees, I've got everything ready for you. 2 quick things. You don't have any of the ready mixed drinks that young people like to have on this list, so would you please check with your daughter? I'll give you my card. When is the party, by the way? Tomorrow night? Well, that gives us plenty of time. And you've only got 2 kinds of beer, so please just let us know what you want and we'll get it for you. But he didn't do it. And because he didn't do it, I succeeded in the store as the customer and failed in my home as the host of our party. What's the lesson for us in business? The lesson for us is the measure of you and I is not what happens when we're in contact with customers, it's what happened when we leave customers and they live with the results of our work. And so he missed out on the higher sale, and their business missed out on all our future patronage. They shouldn't do things like that. But anyway, they had their first child about 11 years ago, our first grandchild, Jaden J. Christopher Green. Spoke his first words about 8 years ago. What's happening? Well, there you go. That's what he looks like. Can you see the likeness? Went through his first confession just recently, which was absolute delight. Took the police 4 hours to break him. I want to say thank you again to Saxton. Thank you for listening. I hope we meet soon in the future. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.